The place of required infrastructure for teaching and learning in any society or country cannot be overemphasized. The Tertiary Education Trust Fund was established by the federal government to assist both the state and federal institutions in the area of research funding and, most importantly, provision of infrastructure for learning. Correspondent Kulu during this report examines the roles of TET Fund in bridging infrastructure decay in tertiary institutions in Nigeria. The report.
From 1980s and beyond, the decay in all tiers of education in Nigeria was monumental. Facilities had almost collapsed. Teachers and lecturers' morale were almost at its lowest. Enabling environment for conducive teaching and learning was absent.
From what we saw, it was quite a very disturbing situation that we found. Some of the equipment in the laboratories, I will tell you, though functional, were 1917, 1927. You will obviously agree with me that that equipment can best be in a museum in the institution to teach them the history of that particular equipment.
We believe strongly that tertiary education plays a very special role in the affairs and even the destiny of any country. Yes. Because that is at the level where the greatest level of production, creativity, the greatest impact happens. Whether it's in terms of new ideas, in terms of new products and services, in terms of better ways of doing things.
The administration of President Ibrahim Babangida, mindful of the reality on ground, took measures to arrest the riots. In December 1990, the federal government constituted the Commission on the Review of Higher Education in Nigeria, otherwise known as Gray-Longe Commission, to review the post-independent Nigerian higher education after Lord Ashby Commission of 1959. The Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund, was originally established as Education Trust Fund by the Act No. 7 of the 1993, as amended by the Act No. 40 of 1998, now repealed and replaced with the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Act 2011. It is an intervention agency set up to provide supplementary support to all levels of public tertiary institutions with the main objective of using funding alongside project management for the rehabilitation, restoration, and consolidation of tertiary education in Nigeria.
Greatness of Nigerian education is due to TET Fund effort. And that is the truth. That is the truth. TET Fund has done a great job.
I have come to tell you that, but for TET Fund, we particularly in Plateau State would have nothing to show because we met institutions virtually on their knees.
Over the years, the impact of the agency has been felt in most higher institutions across the country, but yet the state of infrastructure in both state and federal institutions in Nigeria still call for urgent attention.
Coming back to the report he presented, I tell you, I decided to take it last because when I saw some of the things that I saw there, my heart was really broken. I was really heartbroken. I suspected some of these things would be there in some universities. And I really never thought it could go as low as that, because what I have seen there belongs to probably the time when we were even not independent, not to talk about now.
We've done a little bit in our 7 months of arrival to ensure that we secure accreditation for our institutions and ensure that we boost staff morale, and we hope that in the coming days we can do more. And we therefore look forward to the several interventions we can access with TET Fund.
For his support for Osun State. And of course, to come and ask for more. But we still need a lot of, because our education has really dropped. And of course, I said, well, maybe I've not come to see you. Maybe that's why you have not paid attention to Osun State.
About a week ago, The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, during the inauguration of a National Skills Development Committee, emphasized the need for TED Fund to be more proactive, especially in the area of infrastructural development for tertiary institutions in Nigeria.
For us, we'll step back and see how we'll now intervene together. Because you also have some money coming to you through the AGR. So that kind of money should not be spent on everyday expenses. The university should be able to commit some resources towards that.
Members of the committee, including the Executive Secretary of TED Fund, Jason Echono, assured that the committee will come up with action plans for the development of tertiary education in Nigeria.
We constituted the committee to go around all the schools, not just to focus on this year's intervention, but to give us a kind of roadmap that starting with this year, what are we going to do? And on a sustainable basis, where do we need to put our investments in the next 5 years, for example?
It is hoped that TED Fund will continue to operate in line with its goals and objectives, while both the state and federal government will not abdicate their responsibility to TED Fund alone. Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.